So just read the GLO and then what you rated. You don't have to read all that.
Self-directed learner, the ability to be responsible. Oh, okay. I do that sometimes. And then community contributor, I put myself on usually. For my third GLO for compulsive thinker, I put myself on usually. Podverser, I put myself on sometimes. Effective communicator, I put mine on usually. Effective and ethical user technology, I put mine on sometimes.
And these are his strengths that he came up with.
An academic strength that I have is math. I can sometimes work quickly in math, and other times I can learn what I am taught in math. Work habit strength that I have is that I can sometimes finish on my work by focusing on it. I also sometimes forget what I am taught, but when something similar is brought up, I can clearly remember what I learned. A social strength that I have is that I can get along with people quickly, and I can talk to people like I belong in that area, even though I've just been there for only one day. A final strength from the first quarter is art. For me, art is big strength because for me, I think I make good art sometimes. I like my hands, sketching, skeleton. I can also draw well sometimes and blend my drawings with the bolded ink that is not so well. So people ask me where's the bolded ink on the paper.
Okay.
This is that part.
Okay, and then worksheets. Go ahead, you can start.
I chose this work sample because on the test I was not sure what I chose was correct answer, so I was second guessing myself whenever I answered the question. I'd like you to pay particular attention to the score that he got, even though I guessed half of it and it is the test. To continue meeting the standard with proficiency, I will keep practicing what the words mean so I can accurately use what I know and not guess the answers.
Sorry, which one was that?
Do
you remember?
I chose this work sample because I was surprised how much I failed this test. One thing I would do differently next time is not rush through the questions and check my work, see if I did the best that I could. To meet the standard with proficiency, I will look through my work and practice to fluently add, subtract, multiply, and divide with each strategy that I am taught so I'm ready for each test. My second quarter goal. A goal I'm making for second quarter is to write nicer letters and numbers. I want to work faster to get more things done on time. Improving on this will help me to not have so many questions on what letter or number that is written on my paper. This also helps me turn in homework assignments faster and lets me not have to rush to finish my work. Thank you for coming.
Good job. See? You're alive.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
One of the strengths that I have is math. I can do standard addition and subtraction algorithms very fast. I can think addition and subtraction fast. I can also do multiplication fast. And I can do division fast and accurate. I like to help in group projects. I like to raise my hand a lot. I also like to answer questions the teacher asks. And I'm also capable of communicating with my classmates for a group project. I am able to be brave and stand up for others. I can cheer up someone if they are sad. I can also help others to be happy if they are in a bad mood. I also can do the right thing even if nobody else is taking action to help someone. Another strength that I have is art. I am good at creating art. I like to do patterns and also just drawing random things. I am also a little bit good at drawing dragons on their wings, head, and the tail. I can also think of lots of good ideas for drawing landscapes or waterfalls easily. Another strength that I have is on a subject Hawaiian. I know my Hawaiian stories well and can retell them with a lot of detail. I also can describe what stories have connections to, like Pele and how the islands were created. Pele was told to have her spirit resting in the Big Island, and that is why the volcanoes are still very active there. I also know that another example is Maui and his hook. Another work habit I have is I can turn in my work mostly on time. I can also be able to finish needed work and not have much difficulties. I can also be able to turn in most of my work at least a few days before an assignment is due. A social strength that I have is that I am fair and I like to share. I also am able to talk and solve problems that I have in school. Another strength that I have is that I am able to look at certain things and I will be able to solve it like math problems. I can also do the same for if someone is arguing in the games I play. A work sample reflection is my book report. I chose this example because I read the book many times and I wrote down the parts of the story. I needed to practice my slides with my mom. I also had her listen so that she could help me improve my slides when I had to share my report. I also had to make sure that I could finish other parts of my presentation as well as my drawing. I had some difficulty drawing this picture because it had a lot of detail. I also had to add the fur, so it was hard to make that part. I would like you to notice that I have worked hard on that assignment and read a lot for those slides. One thing I would do differently next time is I would try to do a different book because the book I shared was pretty thick and it took me a while to read and type onto my slides. I kept forgetting the parts of the books I was typing about, so I had to read the book at least 10 to 12 times, minus the first time I had to read the book. One of my goals and how I will succeed is I want to do my best, I know that I can prove. For the second quarter, my goal is to be able to memorize greater facts like 32 times 21. I also want to learn more about art and how to draw better because all of my faces look like big blobs of slime with weird eyes, a weird nose, and a crescent moon mouth.
All right, and then it's gonna be the end of the